Today we've got Natalie Merchant with Carnival. It's the first time that we're arriving at Natalie on the channel, and we're arriving at this one via...
This is a request from our longtime supporter, Mark.
Mark is sponsoring this video here, and he has been debating about Natalie Merchant apparently for a while. He's been thinking about getting her on the channel.
And now we finally got her here.
He was debating between a couple of songs, but ultimately chose Carnival. And let us know if this is your go-to Natalie Merchant song as well. And Tiger Lily here is apparently a big album that went 5 times platinum.
Yeah, and we were also reading that this was her best charting single. It went to number 10 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Carnival did, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this one here, the album I think went to number 6 or number 7 on the Billboard 200 in terms of albums, but over time it did, like I said, end up going platinum and is looked upon as an album that was pretty influential. And it was influential for her because she had left her group, 10,000 Maniacs, I think
that's
it was
what's
called.
Interesting name.
And went out on her own, did her independent thing. Apparently she, I think, independently produced this whole album. So she's got her fingerprints all over this one. And it's always cool to see an artist step out from that group environment and do their thing independently, because then you get to see really what that artist was all about at their core.
So their true creativity.
Yeah. So this came out in 1995 and was her first solo works, I think. And she left in 1991 from the group. So I think she took a few years there to put this together. And then ultimately, it seems like it came out the way she would have liked. But this is our first one from Natalie, like I said. So if you got other ones, drop them down low in the comment section. Big shout out to Mark. Make sure you drop a comment for him. Say thanks, Mark, for getting Natalie on the channel finally. These guys were slacking way too much. But you ready to check out our first song from her?
I am. Let's do it.
Tiger Lily. Let's go. Not what I was expecting at all.
Well, I've walked these streets, a virtual stage, it seemed to me. Makeup on their faces, actors took their places next to me. Well, I've walked these streets in a carnival of sights to see. All the cheap thrill seekers, vendors and the dealers, they crowded around me. Have I been blind? Have I been lost inside myself and my own mind? Been hypnotized, mesmerized by what my eyes have seen. Well, I've walked these streets in a spectacle of wealth and poverty. In the diamond market, the scarlet welcome carpet that they just rolled out for me. And I've walked these streets in the madhouse, asylum they can be, where a wild-eyed misfit prophet on a traffic island stopped and he raved of saving me. Have I been blind? Have I been
All right, Sam. So what are you feeling about Natalie Merchant's first introduction to the channel here?
So it's not really what I was expecting, but I think that it's really cool. I feel like the background instrumentation is really unique and it has this really good groove, but it's also kind of like chaotic sounding at the same time.
Chaotic. How are you getting that sound?
I just feel like there's just a lot going on, and it's kind of like, there's the spatial.
Like more of the backing
Yeah.
music that you're getting that from? Yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like that really matches, though, what she's talking about. And, prior to us starting this, we do a little bit of background on the song. It had mentioned that this was inspired by the first time that she visited New York City when she was 16 years old, and having grown up in like suburbia, kind of, smaller towns, she was like, oh my God, like, looking at, kind of the urban playground or the urban carnival that is New York City. And I feel like she's doing a really good job of kind of like bringing that to life in the lyrics of this song.
Yeah. So I guess what you're referring to is that she's talking about New York City essentially being a carnival in the sense that it's so crazy, it's so chaotic, and there's so much going on. But I think what I'm getting from it, and maybe this is just my personality, that I've been watching too many things on TV and been tainted. But to me, it's just like the fakeness of it all almost. She's kind of highlighting that, I've been, and that's what I'm basically referring to, is like she kind of said is what I'm seeing now kind of brainwashing me because I'm so infatuated with it, right? And so this carnival, this clown show that's going on that I'm so captured by, is it reality? Is it the truth? What's going on here, and why am I so, captured by it? But at the same time, why is it so crazy? Why are all these things happening in this city that I'm seeing? And so I think she's doing a great job at painting that picture, but also maybe internalizing it to a degree, what she was feeling. And then complemented with that is her delivery on the vocal, because it's so soft. It's like thoughtful, the way she's delivering her vocal. It's very relaxing, but it also is philosophical and thoughtful in the way it's delivered. So I think that plays into the theme of the song very well.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, it gets you thinking kind of like of what she's talking about. And I think she does a really good job at painting the picture, like talking, like for me personally, I'm like visualizing like her talking about these street vendors and these like actors and these people out on the street performers. And, like how there's upper class and like 2 streets down, there's lower class, right? I mean, I've also been to New York City, so I feel like I'm kind of like envisioning the chaos that I have experienced when I went there as well, which is like adding to my experience.
What my eyes have seen. Have I been wrong? Have I been wise to shut my eyes and play along? Hypnotized, paralyzed by what my eyes have found, by what my eyes have seen, what they see. Have
And I didn't even mention when I got into ranting on the heels of what you said. I agree that it was nothing like what I was expecting before we got into it. I don't know why. I just didn't expect it. I guess so much of what we've been doing, especially with female artists, has been a little softer sounding and maybe pop or whatever. And this was like, okay, we get an electric guitar coming in, and we got like different layers of percussion coming through, and definitely had a 90s feel to it for me.
I was going to say that too.
But it wasn't like what I anticipated from the 90s we were going to get. So I was pleasantly surprised. And I felt like the layering, like I said, different usage of the instruments that they had gave it this raw feeling, which then went alongside this raw delivery of the message. And then again, her vocal gives you that feeling as well. So everything about this felt like raw and authentic is how I would describe it.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Like I was like, you said vulnerability, and I think that that's a good word, but it was almost like to me, like not in a bad way, but coming through as like some sort of like almost like she was like, am I being naive kind of emotion coming through from her. And to your point, I definitely feel like it had like listening to it more, I felt like it had a 90s vibe as well. And not that I would say that they sound the same or anything like that, but it just kind of reminded me of that vibe of like a little bit of like Alanis Morissette, a little bit, even some other people from that time period like Meredith Brooks, and like just like that kind of 90s alternative rock with like some little bit of pop influence kind of on it is what it kind of made me think of.
Yeah, I have no idea who Meredith Brooks is. So maybe you guys can give us insights on where we should go with her. But first, you got to give us insights on where to go next with Natalie Merchant, and let us know what your thoughts are on this song here. I enjoyed it for sure. Like I said, pleasantly surprised, and great vibe, great groove, but it still had that authenticity to it. It felt creative, and not just like a song made to be a song. It felt like it was a song that went, there was a lot of thought that went into it, which I can always appreciate. So give us your insights down below in the comment section. Have a great day, and we'll see you on the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.